Hello everyone, this is Colonel. I'm playing a practice game in League of Legends, and I'm playing as my favorite character, Annie. Annie is a little magical girl that slings fire bolts everywhere and has a giant evil demon teddy bear named Tibbers. Playing against bots, not a whole lot there, but we'll see how it goes. For the most part, this game is all about survival rather than anything else.
Don't be a scaredy
I'm not going to
cat.
try and take any risks. I'm not going to try and be greedy. I'm going to try and survive as long as I physically possibly can, just for the sake of having better practice in staying alive, getting away from enemies, and all sorts of little tricks and gadgets and ways to get away. So, the next practice match that I'll be playing will be mostly about kills and hopefully trying to expand the amount of damage that I can do at once. And then, I don't know, after that we'll maybe move on to more characters. I'll play other games, but we'll see. So, here we go.
Minions have spawned.
Try to keep up. Let's count to 5.
Now this is a little odd. I hate it when people are... Okay, so I lied. I'm gonna be a little combat heavy this game, just because I can. If I don't die first. Told myself I'd survive. Alright, level 2. Ready. One of the best ways to survive is to either, if you can't get away, try to do as much damage to the enemy at one burst to try and make them back off. As long as they back off, everything will be a-okay. As long as I'm not stunned, everything will be okay. Dork. A huge part of staying alive is map awareness and knowing what's going on around you, and knowing exactly where your character is. If you know that your character's in a danger zone, then you gotta get out as quickly as possible, in my opinion. Or else you can just go ahead and lose, which I don't mind. Well, sometimes losing can be fun, as long as you have the right people. I'm not playing with friendly people apparently, so it's not
Come out, come
fun at
out.
all. But, sorry, I drifted off there. My last comment was about map awareness and knowing what's going on around you. E, which is this guy over here, had gone all the way over here like a twit. He got himself killed by a turret because he couldn't gauge how close he was to the turret. Now, this is all well and good. I'm not saying that it's not... Oh, I'm dying. Map awareness at its best. Knowing where the enemy is and what's attacking you, just as how did he die?
Has been slain.
That's BS. I cried BS on that one. That's not fair. Friggin' bot was cheating. Yeah, just, yeah. I don't even know why he's trying to middle
Don't
with
be a scaredy cat.
one middle. Spellcaster middle at that. That's okay. La 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 la.
You smell like brandy.
Oh, I almost wasted that. Half health, time to run, kind of, maybe, I think. Get the shot off, stun him, hurt him. So like I said, half of surviving is getting away, the other half of surviving is doing as much damage as you possibly can so that the enemy backs off. Because if you can make them back off, then that's another way that they won't... No, get away, you twit! What are you doing? This is another reason why I play Annie, so that I can play in the middle alone. So that I don't need to worry about anyone or where anyone's at until mid or later game when I have to go and help my team take care of people.
I never play with magic.
This is really frustrating. Because Yi should actually be up top, because there are 2 bots up top on the enemy side, and our Vladimir up there is having trouble, which is, I don't know. Throughout this whole thing, you're just going to hear me rant and rave and go ahead and put little comments in. I don't know. It's just how I play. Magic
Try to
resistance.
keep up.
Since I'm playing a little bit more defensive, I'm going to get defensive items first. I'm getting a magic resistant item, that way that the Vladimir's magic attacks don't hurt me as much.
Be a scaredy cat.
Which is super important because Vladimir doesn't have any actual attack damage, he only has magic damage, if I remember correctly. So the more magic damage that I can negate or cut down is the less damage that I take. And then later on when I start pumping out more damage, then I'll still be taking less and he'll be taking more. God willing. Hopefully, even playing defensive, I can still make this game go a little quick.
Have you seen my great
That was dumb of me.
Don't be a scaredy cat.
Tibbers, Tibbers, give me Tibbers. Teddy bear. Okay, teddy bear time. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. No, 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 don't get away.
Shut down.
Ah! Almost got him. Wait, who died? Who died? Seriously, who died?
Never play with magic.
Okay, Vlad died. That's fine. I don't know. Can't believe I wasted Tibbers like that. I thought it was better than this. I mean,
Your team has destroyed a turret.
you are not helpful, Yi.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Ba, 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 ba. Crap, 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 crap. Now, I like playing League of Legends just because of the sheer fact that I can run around and do almost whatever I want, and every game is different. So if I'm having a really, really, really bad game this game, next game may not be so bad, or the game after that. So there's always hope that everything will be better in the future. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Nah, that's a bad place to teleport from. Okay. I want that one next. 0-0. Cool.
Skip, jump.
So far the experiment has gone well. I've gone about 10 minutes maybe without having died. So I'm gonna get a little more aggressive and see how well I can perform with my whole not dying streak going. And hopefully I can get a couple kills in between. Not helpful, Yi. You were really not helpful. How the hell did you... Why the... What?
Shut down.
I mean,
Rampage.
somebody's doing good. It ain't me. I'm doing what I want. It's just... I hope I can do it better. I wish I could do it better. Alright. Oh, hello. Get him. Got him! Alright. Morgana? Where did Morgana come from? God damn it. Alright, becoming a little bit more aggressive. Uh-oh, uh-oh, Jax. Now another thing about map awareness is always pay attention, or always try to keep one eye on your minimap just in case that an enemy leaves the bot lanes like that. There's fucking 3 of them. Crap, 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 crap. I'm so disappointed. Alright, well, looks like that experiment is over. I died. So, that's a thing. Well, since I died, I went 11, almost 12 minutes without dying, which is nice. It's just, I wish that I hadn't died. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and play regular. I'm going to go ahead and try to build Annie as I usually do. Usually when I build Annie, I try to build up to Athene's Holy Grail, and then I'll switch to Sorcerer Shoes so that I'm quick and I can do more spell damage. After that, I'm going to get Rabadon's Death Cap so that it practically multiplies the amount of damage that I inflict upon enemy targets. Let's see what else. Then I'm going to get my spell power and health, and then
Try to keep
after that, wherever it takes me. Depending on how the game goes, I'll get a lot of spell resist. I may get a lot of health items. I may get a lot of power items. It just depends on how the game goes. I've gone ahead and gone to top because oh crap.
An enemy has been slain.
Sweet. I've gone ahead and gone top because there's not really anyone pushing. Vlad is just kind of hanging out and doing his own thing and about to get killed at the same time. Let's go see if we can save him. Quick. Actually, he doesn't look like he needs saving at all. He has it.
Killing spree.
He may not get out of it alive, but he's got it. Yeah, he didn't live.
Double kill.
Middle. He's got middle. Those guys have bottom. That's cool. Alright. So if I can just push top lane, I think we'll be okay. Now for those who are new to League of Legends, the whole premises of the game, I should have explained that earlier, is to go ahead and destroy all the towers that lead up to the enemy in their inhibitor, and then destroy their fortress at the very end. The enemy team has to defend as much territory as possible, or else they will lose the game if we push too far and they lose. So throughout the whole thing, player combat is extremely important, because if you stop the enemy players from destroying your stuff, then you have a better chance of winning later down the road. However, if you focus too much on player combat, there may be some players who can get past your defenses and then, or get past you, and then take out the turrets. So, if you focus too much on the players, and not enough on protecting your turrets, then you'll still lose, because your turrets and buildings are all that matter. In the end. Same thing on the offense. You can focus on the players all you want, but if you don't go after the towers, you're just going to be sitting there doing nothing, because you're just literally just wasting time taking down players when you could be actually trying to win the game. So, that's the thing. I'm an aggressive player in the sense that I want to get the game over with. I don't like dicking around and just messing with people. It leaves a bad taste in my mouth, because I don't want people doing that to me. Dragging out a game for almost an hour, just doing nothing and rubbing it in the fact that they're better than you, just isn't my idea of a good time. So, and Jax is about to get hammered. Hammering Jax. No. Got him! Go, Vlad. And you saved my ass. Let's see if I can...
Enemy has been slain.
Gosh dang it. No, I'm too weak. Always choose your battles. when you take down a couple characters, you're always writing that awesome, like, we're good and all that, and that whole emotion that, oh, nothing can stop us. But even if you took out one player or even two players, there may be three players down the road which are just waiting for you. Just waiting for you. So always be careful, always be mindful. But for the most part, just push. Just push, 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 push. I'm gonna be aggressive and keep pushing the top, because that's the farthest lane in. Because the other towers still have their second turrets to go, whereas the top lane only has their base turrets. So I'm gonna go ahead and push that and see if I can start helping, or start getting the game to end. Because the faster I end the game, the faster I'm happy. All I want to do is just have a quick game. That's all I want. And it's always best to travel with your bots.
Try to keep up.
So I've got Athene's Holy Grail, I've got spell power, I've got mana regeneration, I have all this neat stuff. And I think I'm fighting a melee character, which is not cool, but I'll see what happens. Uh-oh. He's angry! He's angry! Okay, he's backed off.
Shut down.
See what I say about doing enough damage and they'll back off? Yeah. He really wanted to eat my face, but I did enough to him where he was just kind of like, alright, I'll just go this way. It happens, it's more effective against players than computers, because the players are more, I wouldn't say careful, but they are less prone to take risks sometimes, especially when you're doing much more damage than they are. If you can inflict enough damage to make a player think twice, then you've essentially won the combat. Because the longer that a character thinks to make a move is the faster that you can make the move to get in there and just make sure that he's out. And the more out time that they spend outside of the game, or respawning, is more time that you have to push on their turrets and take down their stuff. So, actually we're doing a lot of damage to him, which is nice. Boom. Boom. Annie is a burst damage character. You can build her a couple ways. I like to build her where I do a massive amount of spell damage in as rapidly as possible. So I build her for spell power, and I build her for cooldown reduction. The maximum cooldown reduction, if I remember correctly, is 40%, so I build either at that mark or as close to the mark as possible, so that my spells regenerate a hell of a lot quicker, so that I can just get in there and keep doing damage. Whereas if I didn't have the cooldown reduction, and I just built for power, I would be doing a lot of power, but if I missed, or if I didn't do enough damage, I couldn't do the follow-up shot so that I could get the kill. Yay! So, that's how I like to build, especially with Annie. I like to build as much damage output as I possibly can. No, 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 Tibbers, come here, come here, come here. Fight those guys. The one thing that's a little tough with Annie, though, is the fact that you have Tibbers to control. And sometimes you want him to do specific things, and sometimes he doesn't listen to said specific thing. And it's just a little tough just communicating what you want with the computer, especially when you have to control, especially when you sometimes have to practically micromanage and make sure that he does exactly what you want. That's frustrating in itself, but bright side, I'm good at it. Especially what I'm happy for. I'm good at it. Uh-oh. I shouldn't have waited there. I shouldn't have waited there. Bad, 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 bad.
Killing spree. Double kill. An ally has been slain.
Must kill the bot so I make all the money.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Yay. So this whole game I've essentially gone somewhat teamwork, or I haven't actually done any teamwork at all. The most teamwork that I get is Akalai. Akalai? Yeah, Akalai coming to do some damage every time I push forward or every time I'm about to get ganked. Which is nice because it means that I'm not alone, but it also means that
Destroyed a turret.
I'm not performing as well as I could. Because with Annie, I can do a whole lot of damage in a short amount of time. If I'm hanging around like 2 or 3 people, that means that that's 2 or 3 people's damage plus my massive damage.
Rampage.
Which in itself means that we do a whole lot more when we're combined, you know, like super friends and all that jazz. So, whoa, 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 Annie, what are you doing? So that was map awareness. I had no idea what I was doing right there. I thought...
Godlike.
Oh, that's why, because I was on cooldown.
Shut down.
I'm not very bright. When you play the game, always know what your cooldowns are at, because your cooldowns dictate what you can and can't do. And my spell was on cooldown, and I couldn't do what I wanted to do. And I thought I could, but yeah. So, that's a thing. Another reason why I do this stuff is so that I can make mistakes, and then I can learn from them. And actually, the reason why I record a lot of this stuff is so that you guys can watch my mistakes, laugh at me for being an idiot, and then you guys don't have to make those mistakes later. You guys can just go ahead and be all you can be, or however the hell that saying goes.
Are we there yet?
So, that's a thing. Now I have to walk. That's what pisses me off the most. I was doing so well. Well, I could be doing a lot better. Alright, so that first whole half of the game was me just hanging out my own and doing whatever. Now I'm gonna see if I can hang around some allies and do some damage with them. Power in numbers is the name of the game. Because when you're playing against people in this, it's always good to have the odds stacked in your favor. Because the faster you can stack the odds, the faster you can grow. The faster you can grow is the faster you can win the game. This isn't like a first-person shooter where everybody demands it being even, because this game can only be as even as you allow it. What I mean by that is the team that fights together wins together. Especially if you're doing 5-on-3, those 3 can't particularly win against you, and then you get the upper hand because they're all out and you can push forward.
Try to keep up.
This game is about strategy, it's about knowing what's going on, and it's got a lot to do with the numbers. So, like I said, numbers often dictate how well a team does in a fight. But that's not always the rule of thumb, because a couple games ago, which was earlier tonight, I was on a team of 3 who took out a whole team of 5 by herself. So, it all depends on the circumstance, it all depends on the characters, and it especially depends on who's playing.
Don't be a scaredy cat.
Alright, get them off my back. Nope, 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 I'm dead.
You have been slain.
So, that didn't work out too well.
An enemy has been slain.
Now I'm going to start building for power, so I'm going to buy all the items that I can to boost my power rating.
Double kill.
And the first thing that I want to do is get Rabadon's Death Cap, so that I get the 120 ability power, and then I get the unique passive ability, which increases all of my ability power by 30%. Huge boost. I need that, so that goes first. Or second, or third. What item am I now? 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth! It is fourth. And apparently we're not doing too good, so I'm going to have to go ahead and jump in there real quick. Do I want to jump in there? No. Actually, I'll jump in here.
There yet?
Boom. There we go. Uh-oh. Oh, crap. Morgana, got her. Got her too. Get Vlad. Vlad is next. Now that was a pretty even fight, and the way that our power stacked up, everybody used their attacks and focused on one character, and by doing that, we all focused our power and got the most dangerous people out. Now all we have to do is just pop up, and we got them all out. Aced. Numbers and focus. As long as you have the numbers, you don't even have to have the numbers sometimes, as long as you have the focus. As long as you know who to attack, when to attack it, and how to attack it, then by all means, you're probably going to win the day. So, yeah. Insert nerdy motivational speech here. Oh, I was pressing the wrong button. I could have gotten skill for that. Ooh.
Double kill. Ace.
Damn, Brand is evil. Oh, this game didn't go too badly at all. I like that game. Oh, I didn't do well, but it's okay. I did well enough. Come on. One more hit. Tibbers. One more hit. Alright, well, that was my practice game. Looks like I won. My experiment went well. I can survive for a long period of time, but the problem is that I can't do a whole lot of damage. So, the next practice game that I do is going to be
Victory.
mostly damage, mostly aggression, and we'll see how that goes for me. Oh, this is Colonel, signing off.